Okay, so just a bit on terminology. So whenever you look at a software release, there is the major piece, let's say 6500. The major is 6, the minor is 5, and the build or the patch is 100. Um, whenever you're upgrading builds, meaning within the same minor release, we're talking about the third octet, which is 100 to 900 in this example. You will always get the latest build, and you're not able to select the build number. Okay, so this might skip over previously released build numbers, which is totally acceptable and fine. And when you upgrade the minor release version within the same major release, meaning you want to go from 6.5 to 6.8, you must upgrade each minor release sequentially. So 6.5, 6.6, 6.7 to 6.8. And when you upgrade major release versions, then you're able to skip from 6 to 7 to 8 without having to go through the minor releases. You can always software rollback for the gateways. You cannot do that for the controller. And again, if you're doing that, you will have to replace the entire gateway image in software. So it's like an image upgrade, which will expect a brief disruption. This is important to know, especially if you're doing upgrades. At any point in time, the controller supports two unique software versions, gateway software versions. The one is the target version, which means these are the gateways that are running the same version as the controller, in addition to a previous version, which means the version that the controller was previously on, okay, or any previous version. So example of a supported scenario, you had a controller which was running 6.5 and you upgraded it to 6.500, and you upgraded a group of gateways to 6.500, and you have remaining gateways running in 6.5. Why is this supported? Because the controller now is 6.500. It has gateways that are running the target version, which is the same version as the controller, and it has gateways that are running the previous version, which was 6.5. Okay, this is why this is a supported scenario. Now we're going to see an unsupported scenario. So these were exactly the three statements we had, and everything was good. Now, if you want to upgrade the controller to 65200, this is not going to be supported. The reason is that if you're upgrading the controller to 65200, you basically you don't have gateways running at the target version, and you have two previous versions, meaning you have gateways running on 6.5 and you have gateways running on 6.500. So this is not going to be a supported scenario. So in order to do that, you need to at least remove gateways from 6.5 to 6.500. Then you can upgrade the controller to 6.5200. Because when you are at 6.5100, when all your gateways at 6.5100, that is one version behind the 6.5200. This is an acceptable scenario, but you could not have two gateway versions where one of them is the previous and the other one is even the one before the previous. You need to at least have all your gateways on the previous version before you can upgrade the controller. Okay, one important feature also that's there is whenever you're doing gateway upgrades, and we have very large customers with hundreds and thousands of gateways, you are not expected to push a single button and upgrade the whole network. You're able to have sort of a decision-making process on who do you want to upgrade first, what regions do you want to upgrade. If you have two spokes in that VPC, in each VPC, then maybe you want to upgrade one of the spokes and then do the other one. So it is a convenience feature. It's not really meant to be running for 6 months or a period of time where you have two different versions. This is not a recommendation. However, this is meant to give customers flexibility in how they perform their upgrades. So what we're doing here is you can basically decide how you are going to carry out this upgrade. Maybe you want to do it per region, maybe you want to do it per CSP, maybe you want to do it for the first gateway or the second gateway, depending on what works for your environment. You're able to show the columns and then um, do for example, a search on AWS. So you only have these AWS gateways and upgrade them first, or whatever works for you. So in this example, they're doing upgrading all the secondary gateways in a CSP, which is AWS. So you see that they are filtering AWS, they're filtering a US East, okay, because you see 1 and 2, and then they're filtering the secondary gateways so that they finish those first and then they go to the primary. The idea is not to have any effect by basically upgrading one of the gateways before the other. You can always go to support.v23.com for things like opening tickets and community knowledge base articles, and even to track CSP outages. Okay, and we always recommend that you sign up for email notifications. This is very important, for example, to receive things like security events or status changes or account issues. And you have to configure the right distribution lists within your organization who are responsible for that, particular area. Okay, and this marks the end of the best practices on operations.